This man discovered something strange. He had only been teaching swordsmanship in the countryside for 30 years, yet he was suddenly honored as the sword saint of the countryside by the world. This was because many of Jack's former students had gone on to make a name for themselves in the outside world. However, not long ago Jack had no idea about this. He was just having a meal with his family as usual, but then one of his former students, Jenny, suddenly came to visit. After a conversation, Jack learned that Jenny was now the leader of the Royal Knights, and the purpose of her visit was to invite Jack to become a special instructor for the Knights. She had also brought the king's official decree to back up her request. Jack didn't refuse. He packed his bags and followed Jenny to the Empire. However, when they tried to find accommodation, they ran into a problem. Jack didn't have much gold with him this time, so he needed to find a cheap long-term place to stay. Jenny had always stayed with the Knights, so she had no idea where such a place could be in the Empire. Just as the two were at a loss, a red-haired adventurer approached them. She immediately recognized Jack as her master, and Jack also recognized this former student of his, Annie, whom he had taught 20 years ago. By now Annie had become one of the Empire's top adventurers. When she learned of Jack's purpose, she took them to a tavern owner she knew. Jack was surprised. He hadn't expected to receive help from a former student after leaving home. The next day arrived quickly. Under Jenny's introduction, many members of the Knights learned about Jack's identity. However, the Vice Captain John didn't believe in Jack's abilities, so in the afternoon practice he challenged Jack. Jack didn't refuse. When the two took their battle stances, John charged first, but every sword move John attempted was blocked by Jack, and just as John was about to strike with a downward slash, Jack redirected the force of the block and struck John's chin with the hilt of his sword. This made John very angry.